Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Hands to Hester, and Hester, yep, got it, 5 out of 5.
From carrying each other to a natty to carrying each other on the air.
Flynn is back to throw for the end zone. Goal!
Live from the Raising Cane studio, it's Off the Bench.
All right, welcome back in. OTB here live from the Raising Cane studio. Before Matt lays something to rest here, I want to remind you about our friends over at Rejuveme. RejuvemeMedical.com is the website. 13 locations scattered across Louisiana, also one in Mississippi. If you want to feel like your youthful self, get that first step back again, do not worry about it being a long process, because it's not. You're going to sit down, get your blood work done. It's going to be a 5 to 10 minute process. You're going to wait a week, get the results back. You're going to go back. It's going to be another 5 to 10 minute process to get you on a path for success. So we're talking about 15, 20 minutes tops, the entire thing, right? To figuring out what you need, to getting you what you need. And kind of what sets them apart over there at Rejuveme Medical. Go to the website, get everything set up, get the consultation started today, RejuvemeMedical.com. All right, Matthew.
What?
Floor is yours, sir.
Well, before we start this, I just want to say that these are always sad times. When anything comes to an end, no matter what it is, it's sad. Touches each and every one of us. We all have experience with it. We all are going to experience it. Have a loved one where things come to an end. And it's no different in the sports world. If you're a listener, we've done a lot of eulogies. We've laid a lot of people to rest.
Yeah.
Not for real, but their coaching journey usually.
Yeah.
This is the first time that we're going to lay to rest a player. And it's something that we really wanted to do yesterday, but we couldn't. So today, it's an end of a journey for Brendan Sorsby. Dear, don't laugh, guys. This is serious. Dearly beloved.
Married?
Shh, don't laugh. We gather here today to remember the football career of Brendan Sorsby. A career that once had promise. A career that once had hope. A career that once had a path to the NFL. Until Texas Tech tried to sue everybody with a pulse to get his eligibility back. Sure. They tried to sue the NCAA. They tried to sue the rule book. They tried to sue common sense. Maybe even the concept of consequences itself. They were ready to file motions, appeals, emergency injunctions, handwritten notes, smoke signals, whatever it took. Didn't matter, to fight for their man. And after all that, the NFL looked around, saw Brendan Sorsby available, and said, you know what? Let's just cancel the whole damn thing. Let's not delay it. Let's not adjust it. Let's just cancel it. You know what that is? That's the league. That's the NFL changing the locks, turning off the lights and pretending nobody's home. Brendan didn't lose his dream because of a torn ACL, a weak arm, or a slow 40 time. Nope. He lost it at the betting window when he uttered the words, "Give me 100 on Cincinnati." This one's hard. So today, we lay to rest the dream. The draft boards, the agent calls, the sleeper quarterback prospect articles that will never be written. Somewhere there's a scout deleting a note that said, good upside. Somewhere there's a lawyer still billing Texas Tech by an hour. And somewhere the NFL is sitting on a school bus with an open seat right next to it saying, can't sit here. So, Brendan, the time has finally come. This is a time that we've all dreaded. It's time to say goodbye. May your turf be soft. May your reeds be simple. And while the dream may be dead, all you need to do is download an app, provide an ID, and even you can still play on Sundays. Brendan, we hope you rest in peace and have a wonderful life. We are all betting you will.
It was very well written. So
It's beautiful, man.
Sure.
Look how happy he was. Full of life.
Beautiful words that you just spoke.
There were some memorable lines in that one, Matt. 100 on Cincinnati. Still playing on Sundays. I'll say some of your best work.
Thank you. Thank you. It was hard to write that one.
No, for sure.
Like, I mean, y'all saw me crying over here during the commercial break.
I know.
Tearing up.
Rest in peace, Brendan Sorsby's football career.
unless he takes some responsibility and goes and plays in another league.
Yeah, I couldn't figure out how to tap the chest in there in the eulogy.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Let's go around the room,
Okay.
and we're going to each give a prediction
Oh.
for the next 2 years for Brendan Sorsby. What the next 2 years looks like for him. Since you
Okay.
just laid his career to rest, we'll start with you.
Can I make a very bold prediction?
Absolutely.
I think that he is going to continue with the lawsuit thing for a while, but then I think that eventually he's going to end up with like a Barstool podcast
Huh. Yeah,
giving out
okay.
bets.
All right. Oh,
Like he's going to be like a betting expert for
dude.
Barstool or
That
something.
that'd be pretty good.
Yeah.
Embrace it.
Yeah, Barstool
Right.
would do it. It makes sense for them.
Okay.
Okay. I didn't think you were going there, but
Yeah.
actually makes a lot of sense.
I think I said it. I said this a couple weeks ago when this all started happening. I was like, "There's no way he's going to the NFL. He's going to be playing in Canada." So if he
Yeah.
wants to continue this, okay, let's just say even if they, and I don't know, no one in this room is a CBA expert in the NFL.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah, relax, Matt. Maybe his agent, attorney saying that it was against the CBA, against the rules, whatever. Let's just say it was. We don't know. We're assuming it's not. It's just lawyer posturing stuff right there. Let's just assume it was against the CBA and was against the rules somehow. Brendan, so what? Just accept it and move on. Don't fight it because you are digging yourself in a huge hole.
Yeah.
Even if it was not right what they did. And I'm not saying it was or wasn't. Like I think the NFL made the move that everybody could have predicted they did. They
Right.
blackballed them.
Yeah.
They say can't sit here. And
Seats taken.
seats taken. Don't fight it, even if it was against. Like, because who cares? Like, let's just say you win, and they said, okay, fine, we'll do the supplemental draft, or like you can go play in the NFL. You're not going to play in the NFL if that happens. So take your medicine, go play in Canada, and maybe you have a shot. But I'm still going to say, unless people forget about it, unless people, it's the NFL only cares about the court of public opinion, right?
Right. But again, like Brennan and his people made it a way bigger story than it needed to be.
Yeah, for sure. And Texas Tech did too.
Yeah.
And nobody is here to take advice from the NFL of right and wrong, right? Like they let players play for things that we would all agree that are way worse situations, way worse things that they've done behaviorally, socially that they still get to play. But those things that other players have done, whether it's domestic abuse, violence, whatever it is, it didn't threaten the integrity of the game.
Like legally, it's worse.
Legally, it's
But-
worse, and I think we all would agree socially that's a worse thing that's a worse human being move to do that. But it didn't threaten the integrity of the sport, and that did.
Yeah. I think he's going to play in the UFL for 2 years. That's what the next 2 years looks like. I don't know if he's going to go to Canada. I think he's going to play in the UFL. That league is going to say, hey, we're going to bring him in because, well, he's a good football player, and also we're going to get a lot of attention from this, right? So right, wrong, or indifferent, attention, it's attention. So I think he plays for the UFL for the next 2 years.
UFL also likes to play really nice with the NFL, too.
They do.
Like, they've scheduled everything around it. They want it to be like a supplemental league to the NFL. They want to have the NFL's blessing because that's the only way it works. With the NFL's blessing. So it depends on how far. Like, if people forget about it, go play there.
I think that's the answer. I think it's worth the risk for the UFL. They want to get more and more eyeballs on it any way possible. There is a team in the state that we got to believe Brendan Sorsby is currently in that fits his desires, the Houston Gamblers of the UFL.
Okay.
Pick him up, marketing, great idea.
Didn't even know it was a team
Jump
name.
in there. Either
I see
that
what
or
you
like,
did there.
is fan-controlled football still a thing? Johnny Manziel did that for a little while. Something like that. Bounce around, place to place next couple of years.
And look, we hope we're having a lot of fun here. If he has an addiction and a problem, we hope he gets help.
Yeah, but you got to want help. And I'm
Yeah,
not saying like you have to say, here's where I was, here's where I want to be. To get to where I want to go, which is the National Football League, I got to change some things.
And just because like you gamble doesn't necessarily mean you have a problem. They're saying it is because you're trying to protect your future and all that stuff. So you got to say all the right things, right? But if he does, certainly, addiction a bad thing.
Does Brendan Sorsby ever play an NFL snap?
Nope.
No.
Alondra?
I don't think so.
I don't either.
This is the easiest no I've ever had.
No. Nice eulogy, sir. It's been a while.
It's been a while. I missed the eulogy. Well, it's kind of morbid of me to say, miss giving a eulogy, but they're nice. It brings out a lot of emotions.
It does.
Gets the creative juices flowing. And I hope that we did his career justice.
Yeah. And we'll see where that career goes next.
Rip.
More OTB when we come back here at live from the Raising Cane studio, including a little Munchies with Chef Michael Johnson.
Off the bench.
All right, go to RussellPools.com, the website for Russell Pool Company. It is truly the one-stop shop because, well, they're going to be there as you sit down and design your pool. We know that, all right? They are also going to be there throughout the entire process, but then even when they finish your pool, they're going to be the maintenance for your pool. And so you don't have to worry about calling anybody else. It's always going to be Russell Pools. So go to their website today, get everything set up. Check out a gallery of work, too. I mean, you're going to be blown away with the things that they can do. You probably didn't know half the things they can do in your backyard. And you've probably had your dream pool dreamed up for a long time. But why not add a little bit? And they can always add whatever you're looking to add over at Russell Pools.
Yeah, you don't have to be like a pool expert, a design expert, or like have a billion pictures saved on whatever it is, pool pictures of like ideas you like, because they are the experts. They are have that creativeness to them. 2 landscape architects on staff. You just have a conversation with them. They can build out your dream pool, design it however you would like. They are the expert. RussellPools.com.
Tigers turn talkers. This is Off the Bench.
So 1, 2, 3, take my hand and come with me because you look so fine that I really want to make you mine. wanna make you mine. 4, 5, 6, come on and get your kicks. Now you don't need the money when you look like that, do you, honey? Big black boots, long brown hair. She's so sweet.
This was on Madden one year, and it was a hit. Jet?
Yeah, it's Jet.
Harlow was going to be Jet.
Ooh.
She was a boy.
Why do I feel like it'd work for a girl too?
We thought about it too, but
Yeah.
Katie'd always kind of had Harlow.
That was in our final like 5
I
names.
like boy
Jet?
names
Love
for a
Jet.
girl.
I'll tell you the story about it after we catch up with our guy, Chef Michael Johnson, because we're going to get to some of your munchie questions.
Get ready to tantalize your taste buds and leave this segment hungry. This is Munchies with executive chef Michael Johnson. Let's eat.
Chef, what's going on, brother? How we doing? How we living?
Man, I'm living blessed, brother. How are y'all?
Absolutely blessed and highly favored. Appreciate you asking there. And we're going to start our conversation with you talking about ranch, because Europeans have come over to America for the World Cup, and they have fallen in absolute head over heels love with ranch. And think about this. It's not even the good ranch. It's like the Hidden Valley store-bought type of ranch. Can you imagine if they had some actual, like, homemade ranch?
Yeah, that's funny.
They're trying to take it back in their suitcases.
That's awesome. You know, it's the simple things in life, brother, that are, you know, the greatest pleasures. That's funny. I suppose that at some point everybody was in love with the Hidden Valley ranch that you found. That epic homemade style, you know.
Yeah, Chef, why can't the, forever, it's been a big complaint of mine as a ranch lover. You got the bottled stuff in the store. Now, I know there's preservatives, there's shelf-stable things, there's things, small batch to do
Xanthan
something in
gum.
industrial size. Yeah, xanthan gum, EBTA, I think, is another
Yeah.
one. Like, what is the, why can't food scientists figure it out, though? How to, replicate that restaurant style in a bottle?
Well, I think it's cost prohibitive, right? You know what I mean? Like, why put all the money into the bottle when you don't have to, and you can make something that's cheaper and improve your margin? I think that's the law of supply and demand to some degree, man. You know, like, you got bougie chefs that want to make the best ranch, and it costs a ton of money, and it, you know, like, you put it on your French fries, and it drives the cost of the French fries up. Some people will pay that, some people won't.
It's fair.
I think you put something in a bottle that's costing you sells for $3, and it only costs you, 40 cents to make. You know, you got a good margin there. So I think it just boils down to that, to be honest with you.
All right, now I'm going to ask you.
Corporate greed.
I'm going to ask you a really tough question, Chef. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Who has the best ranch locally?
Locally,
Yeah.
man, that's
Because
tough,
I don't
brother.
want you, like, if you said, like, oh, this restaurant in Seattle, that's, blah, blah, blah. It's like,
Yeah.
it probably does, but we don't have, like, a point of reference. So, and it could be a chain locally, but, like, if you're like, oh, man, I got to go get some ranch, where are you going?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm going to be egotistical here and say that I like ours. We handcraft ours with Greek yogurt and dehydrated. You know, like, we start with dehydrated vegetables and dehydrated black garlic, dehydrated leeks, stuff like that. And I think that a lot of people just peel it out of a powder pack and mix it with their own, kind of chemistry experiment, if you will. And honestly, I don't eat out too much. It just because I spend so much time at the nutrition center that I don't, but it's not avoidance necessarily. It's just that, it's my life and I live there. So I can't come off of, I'm kind of fond of ours, and I think that's okay. So I'm just going to.
Yeah, that's okay. That's a good answer. Like, I'd certainly like to dabble. Yeah. So let's talk about these, just these World Cup fans coming in, and it's really been fun to watch a lot of them. A lot of them have gone viral about doing different things. Of course, saying like the South is the best place. They got the best food and the nicest people. Slow way. If you were to suggest, like, what would you consider? Like, if you had all these Europeans coming from all over the world or all over Europe, what are the things that you would tell them to go make sure you try before you leave?
Well, you got to. I'm assuming, if we're in our town, you got to go have some gumbo. You got to have some jambalaya. You got to, even friend to take you to their house and have a crawfish boil, man. You know, like experience. I have to put myself in their shoes, and when I go overseas or when I go, to foreign places, I don't want to be a tourist. I want to be one of them. I want to experience the lifestyle that it is to be a Greek, right? And when we were there, that's what we were trying to accomplish, and we stayed at the same place and befriended the people, and we just continued to go back to those people, and before long, I'm cooking in their kitchen. So I got to think, like if they're here, they're kind of striving for that same feel, right? To develop a relationship maybe. And like it's not just go to a restaurant and eat something. It's like go to somebody's house and experience their lifestyle and have somebody make you some gumbo. And I hope that there are people out there that are accomplishing that, man. And, when I was in Greece, we got kind of in a pinch. My buddy bumped his head and had to get stitches in his head, and we had to leave our belongings with complete strangers because we hadn't checked into our Airbnb yet. And so as a thank you, we went to the market and got all these goods and made them gumbo the next day. And none of them had experienced gumbo before, and it was a really beautiful moment, right? And I think that if I'm a foreigner coming here, it's awkward, right? You don't know anybody. There's kind of a stress of being in another country too, right? Like you're never really part of it to some degree, and so I think to be welcome into somebody's house and to share that moment around the table would be pretty cool.
I can't even imagine, like, if I'm coming over from somewhere, anywhere in Europe, really, like even France a little bit, and like I get to Louisiana and I see the things that we eat and it's normal for us to eat.
Yeah,
Mine
alligator.
would probably be blown. Like certainly, like okay, there's some European countries that maybe don't fall into that category, but like if you're coming from England, which a lot have, obviously, to be able to come watch England in the World Cup, and some have driven through all across the country.
Yeah.
Like with as bland and as bad as the food is there, to come across this cuisine and like we'll eat anything and we'll make it taste good, their mind's got to be blown.
Yeah, turtles and squirrels and nutria.
Right. What's a turtle?
Yeah.
Frog legs.
Yeah,
frog legs.
Chef, of all your travels, like what's the worst country? Like what's the worst like food that you've had? Like country that's just not known for their food.
I mean, there's some food in the United States that's not good. You know what I mean?
That's fair.
I don't know, man. That's a tough question. I think, I went to we went to a place in Greece in Athens that it was very touristy, and my buddy's parents had suggested us go there, and I wasn't impressed with the place at all. And it was in what they call Syria, and the food, was just okay, and I expected it to be incredible, and it was in a touristy area, and I think that's exactly what we got out of it. I don't know that it was the worst, but it certainly wasn't the best, and it wasn't even near the top. It was middling, you know what I mean? And I expected everything in Greece to be incredible, and there was definitely one experience where it was middling, and it was in the touristy spot. So that's kind of where the narrative of getting out off the beaten path and finding something special is, right?
Give me the state that has the worst food. If you can't go country,
cool.
Give me like the state that you've been to that doesn't have anywhere where you can find some good food that is like maybe local to the state that you're in or something like they're known for. Because like you can go find your own stuff and you're a chef and you're going to be able to make something that's really, really good. But just somewhere that basically doesn't have any juice when it comes to the food game.
Man, I've had some really basic food in Oklahoma.
That feels like a good answer.
That's a good answer.
Yeah. I mean, there's some bland food in the Midwest as a whole and in the Northeast. And, whoever thinks Old Bay is a spice seasoning, it's a travesty. But, like you can go to different sections of the United States and find some pretty bland food. But I think the worst I've had was in Oklahoma.
Chef, I'm going to kind of tie a little bit of this conversation together, and it's something that I find when I think of like American food. You think of like your burgers, your dogs, you think of different things. But when I think of it, like I think of wings, and we can tie that together with our ranch talk a little bit earlier. Everyone likes it, but like I don't like. I would rather some sort of like smoked wing that might be like finished in a fryer, maybe, but but something that's going to go good with a good ranch dip. Like if you were making wings for somebody, how's your preparation?
Well, it's kind of like you just said. One, my favorite recipe for a wing is a tea brine, sweet tea brine, smoked and then fried. So there's a process to it, right? Like you got to brine it overnight, at least 8 hours. You're going to smoke it for about 6 hours. You're going to let it cool, and then you're going to deep fry it bread it and deep fry it the next day. And you don't even have to bread it, to be honest with you. I like naked wings. So you don't have to bread it, but I do like them deep fried. The smoke is going to dry the skin up and add that smoky flavor, and it pairs well with the sweet tea brine. And then you deep fry it, and that skin just crisps up, right? And I don't like to deep fry at a high temperature like a lot of people do at 350. I like to deep fry around 310 or 320, and let the heat slowly cook it, right? It helps retain the moisture on the inside and keep them moist and tender. Yeah, and the meat just falls off the bone. And you got to have a crudité kind of thing with it too, because wings and celery just go hand in hand for me, man. I love the snap and crunch of a piece of celery and ranch dressing too. You can keep the carrots, right?
Yeah.
I'll eat carrots, but I like celery with it, and maybe some bell peppers or something like that. I like the contrast of the wing with the celery and back and forth, the cool crunch of the celery and the ranch, and then I'm salivating trying to talk right now. Yeah.
Sounds so good. Hey, let me ask you, just like from a technique, like a frying technique, like you go in low temperatures because there's no breading on it. Like, would you go high temperatures with the breading?
Yeah, probably so, because you don't want the breading to get soggy, right? And that small of a wing will tolerate a high temperature, but with the naked skin on it, you don't have to. Like you can take your time, and it'll take the skin longer to crisp up. It just, the higher the heat, the faster the moisture is drawn out, the quicker the muscle tenses up. So, and I also may say this is, with a chicken wing, you could almost cold smoke it for a couple of hours if you put them into the smoker cold smoke them, so you're not actually cooking them. You're imparting the smoked flavor, and then hold them back, because it'll still dry the skin out and not cook it at all. And that way, when you deep fry, that's the entire cooking process, rather than smoking it for 2 hours. Because when you smoke it hot, you need to cook it, right? You don't want to cook it partially the way through, because partially cooking chicken and then refrigerating, it's kind of a dangerous thing. You want to cook it and then you're having to retherm. So yeah, I think in a preferential moment, I would cold smoke the wing if you had the capability, and keep them cold.
Can you talk to us like we're children about what a cold smoke is?
Cold smoke is under a certain temperature. It's under 140 degrees. Okay. So, most smokers, when you smoke something, it's going to produce heat. And in a cold smoke, you pipe that smoke into an additional chamber that's not heated, and allow the smoke to cool a little bit. And know this, that, the lower the temperature you smoke at, the more bold and dense the smoke is. In other words, if you're at 180 to 200 degrees, you got a fair amount of heat, and it's rising in a thin amount of smoke. If you're smoking at 140 degrees, you have a bellowing smoke, and it can get bitter. So, piping that smoke through and cooling it off, and allowing a little bit of air to permeate through it, kind of thins it out. And you pump that into a separate chamber and allow the smoke to surround whatever. Like you could cold smoke cheese, cold smoke salmon, sensitive things that you don't want to get hot and ruin the texture or the integrity of it.
All right, Chef, last one, because my God, am I hungry.
I went
to this really, really good restaurant, Patio 44 in Biloxi. We were down there for a baseball World Series. So if you're ever in Biloxi, Mississippi, go to Patio 44, Chef. I think you'll appreciate it.
Locked in.
But they had duck strips. And I love duck. I absolutely love it. I know it's not for everybody, but I love it. I had never seen like fried strips of duck. Is that something that you've tried before? And if you haven't, I'm just curious your favorite way to prepare duck.
I can't say that I have, man.
I know, me neither.
I'm telling you right now, there's not a whole lot of ways that you could prepare duck that I wouldn't like it, man. Right. I mean, you could throw that thing on the floor and stomp on it and fry it, and I'd still eat it, man. I'm a huge fan of duck. My daughter's not a fan of that.
Oh, I love it, man. I'm with you though. I know it's not for everybody for whatever reason, but I love it. Well, and the strip, like a fried strip of it, pretty damn
I'm kind of curious if they were frying it in the fat, rendering the duck fat and then frying it in its own fat. That to me sounds incredible. Like there's enough fat on the duck breast that you can render it out and keep some of the fat on the breast and then fry it So was it breaded?
Yeah, it was breaded. Yeah.
Oof.
It was. Yeah. I'm gonna send you the information. I don't know how often you get down to Biloxi, Mississippi, but if you do, you got.
Yeah. I mean, I want to make a trip for the, craps and giggles right now. That sounds good.
Chef, hey, we always appreciate it and look forward to it every single week. And enjoy the rest of your week because, as you know, pretty soon you're going to be in training camp and you're going to have to shut the door, lock it, and throw away the key. So we appreciate you joining us here.
Thanks, guys. Y'all have a good weekend.
All right, you as well. Chef Michael Johnson, executive chef over there at LSU. Good enough to join us for your Munchie questions every single Thursday.
Now, when you said cold smoke, that's why I followed up because I was like, do you put the wings in cold and it like delays the cooking? Cold smoke. Interesting. I love a smoked wing. It's one of my favorite things to eat. We're going to have to get Chef's recipe for ranch, too. My God.
We needed to do a show from
We've been saying it.
The dining hall again. We did the day it opened. We did one from there.
We need to stop talking about it. We need to be about it.
Yeah.
When we get those new mics in.
God, who runs remotes at the station where you can talk to?
God, who tries to get us to do stuff like that all the time?
It's the weirdest thing.
Weird.
Only we knew someone.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll put out some flyers.
Credit to myself for knowing geography. I said Europeans from all over the world, and I didn't say world, Europe.
I didn't even catch it.
Credit to myself.
I was trying to look up the name of the restaurant that I went to in Biloxi because it was real good. I mean, like everything that came out, fried green tomatoes. I mean, they had sweet potato, pecan casserole. I mean, oof, it was legit.
Yep. Brian in the chat. Yeah, we didn't really ask any Munchies questions because we didn't find any. Oh, there's one.
Hey, he still gave us incredible stuff.
Yeah.
Chill out.
There was a tortilla question.
What was it? We'll answer it. What was it?
We got you.
What was it?
How do you make your tortillas?
And Alon's is going to tell you when we come back here on OTB.
Off the bench.
Go to GCOPnet.com today. GCOPnet.com today. Gulf Coast Office Products. Let's see if you remember. Our guy Trey Bill over at GCOP, his nephew got drafted in the first round of the NBA draft, and his name was?
Yeah, Todd's nephew.
His name was?
Grapes.
First name was? So you won't have to worry about this when you work with GCOP because actually the person you call and you ask a question to, they're going to have an answer for you every single time. They don't transfer you. They don't stall. They don't forget. They're always there for you. And that's what sets them apart. It's a thing that when you meet with them, they tell you about from the very get-go. One call, that's all, GCOPnet.com.
That's right, Gulf Coast Office Products. Gulf Coast Office Products.
Alan.
Yeah, I know. We rehearsed that for,
did
for
we?
Gulf Coast Office Products.
Okay.
Yeah, go to GCOPnet.com if you want that best office technology and that best customer service around. GCOPnet.com.
Locked in on LSU football 24/7. You're listening to Off the Bench.
Can y'all believe that we used to actually do Munchies at 7:30?
That sounds
stupid
awful.
was
It's
that?
irresponsible.
T-Bob, that was ridiculous. Actually, I think it might have been Jordy that did it first, but what were y'all doing? How in the world did y'all finish the day doing that at 7:30? I did it for like a month, maybe two, and I was like, T, we got to move this, brother. I can't sit here. I am starving. I want everything right now. I want to go fill this coffee mug with homemade ranch and just drink it.
I know.
Or just dip some fried duck into it.
I want to go sweet tea brine some wings overnight and then cold smoke them for 6 hours and sit them overnight and then fry them the next day on 310 degrees.
Seems easy.
There is zero doubt that Alondra, blank space Villarreal, will have Wingstop today.
I mean, he was talking about the wings. I don't think y'all get it. Wings are like my thing.
Wings in my life.
Like
Sure.
wings are like my number one meal in life. I always say that if I ever go on a first date with somebody, I cannot take them.
Ooh.
Or maybe I could so that I
Flats or
like
drums.
flats. The answer's flats. Both,
Yeah.
but the
Or both,
answer's
yeah.
flats.
If you had to choose one,
Yeah.
you're going flats.
You know,
yeah.
flats?
100%. I'm
Yeah.
deboning
Oh, yeah.
that chicken wing.
I bet you got, yeah. You got to have a technique.
Oh yeah.
You know, everybody's got their
You
own.
split it, and then you just.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We got chiller. I'm getting wings too. I'm very like, what's the word? I fall into food peer pressure a lot. Like if we're talking about food here, I'm going to get it.
Well, like yesterday. No, 2 days ago.
2 days ago. Yeah. Made a visit to the old Wiener Schnitzel.
Wienerville.
Yeah. Dude, we talked about it for like 10 minutes. I was like, you got to go.
Gotta go. Well, Lacey, if you're listening, I'm cooking some wings tonight. Firing up the old grill. We kind of do fall in that trap of on the ranch dressing, though, is getting like the powder packs and doing our own concoction. Like you said, like what he said was what we do. Like whether it's just like sour cream and mayonnaise, maybe a little yogurt, whatever it is, throw that powder pack in there. It makes pretty good. Not as good as homemade.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, people in the chat, I know we didn't get to a lot of Munchies questions. In fairness, there wasn't a lot. Maybe we missed one or two. Next week, we'll make a commitment to y'all.
To get to 2.
No, we'll do it all.
No. That's,
I mean, as long as you're not like, saying naughty things like y'all do a lot.
who is going to be leading after round 1 of the Travelers Championship, Flynn? The hell is the
I got to
Travelers
look
Championship?
I got to look at who's not playing in it because a lot of times, a lot of the big boys won't play right after a major.
Why? That's lame.
No, dude.
Oh my God.
Got to ask them about it.
I don't watch golf, so I asked you
Let's
about
go
it.
with Jordan Spieth if he's playing. I feel like he always plays the Travelers well. I might be also not remembering that correctly.
Oh no. We our golf picks this weekend.
They weren't
work
great. Yeah, they weren't great at all.
I'm gonna sit this one out.
So nobody got the turnover chain like I did for Oklahoma?
No.
Weird.
Oh, you were supposed to wear that.
Yeah, I was
What did I
supposed to
say
wear it
I was
today.
going to wear it for?
I don't know. You had me right about
Brendan
it.
Sorsby.
For what? Saying they wasn't going to play or get drafted?
Them canceling the draft. We said he was going to get blackballed.
Oh, yeah. It is. I mean, the people that
It's wild to me that they were making
cover
the
the National Football League really thought that this man was not only going to get picked in the supplemental draft, but like in the first 4 rounds of the supplemental draft.
Yeah, it's wild to me that anybody saw it going any other way.
Yeah, the NFL sent a letter out to him, and it literally said, "Hey, take some accountability, my guy.
Hey, gay.
You do it."
They covered all their bases in that letter too. That was
I liked it. That's
Sorsby's
awesome.
lawyer was probably punching the air.
No, he's probably filing a lawsuit. That's all he does.
All right, looking at the leaderboard for the Travelers Championship. Now, we got a lot of big names in it. Sam Burns is playing in it. Wyndham Clark, who just won the U.S. Open. Scotty Scheffler
Sam's
playing
not
in
soft. Oh, my God. I played a major yesterday. Can't travel.
it. Sure, there's some tournaments he hadn't played in. I don't know if you can use that voice for guys that don't play in
Oh, my
tourneys.
God. I had to play golf for 4 rounds. I got to play the next week? Oh, my God.
Let's see, Ricky Fowler had some moments. You don't really get rich betting against Scheffler a lot.
I'm going to go Sam Burns. Why? Because I'm loyal. He's from the Port City, and he's a Tiger.
I like
I
that.
don't care what your leaderboard says.
I'm going to go Xander Schauffele. Xander.
Sounds like a name from Zoolander.
Is there any other name that starts with Xavier that starts with an X?
Xavier and Xander.
and
the two.
Xander.
And Xander doesn't even sound like it.
Did Xerxes? Does he start with an X?
I actually think he might.
Yeah, Xerxes.
I don't know.
Exhibit, the rapper, did Pimp My Ride.
Okay.
Are you sure that's an X?
It was.
I'm going to trust you on that because Pimp My Ride feels like very LP.
It was. He used to say X to the Z because it was XZIBIT. Exhibit. Love that show.
I can see you loving that show.
I think that's what kicked off the squatted truck era on the LP.
Taylor's the young lads watching that. How can they put a rod and lawnmower in the front of that vehicle? My God, that's beautiful.
Gosh, she's a beaut. Xerxes. I don't think the Persian Empire gets the credit it deserves a lot of times when we think about history.
I think we need to play a drinking game. Mackey's on fire in the chat says, was it Kalshi? Isn't that the Kalshi?
Yeah.
Has odds on Matt's hat direction every 5 minutes. I think if we played a drinking game every time he moved his hat a different direction, we'd have fun. We'd end up having alcohol poisoning.
Yeah.
But before we got there, we would have fun.
Pumping some stomachs, for sure. You don't want to do that. Because I don't even know when I do it. Surprising, probably to everybody. I'm very fidgety, medically diagnosed, like Sorsby.
All right. We'll take a break.
Would you drink Dos Equis, though, if you were doing the drinking game?
Yeah, obviously.
Oh, yeah, for sure. What else is there?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah, there were some places in Biloxi that didn't have it. I'm like,
what?
Y'all are missing out.
Well, guess
Y'all
y'all
got trash.
don't really care about making money.
Guess y'all hate money.
Be out of business by the end of the year.
Without question. We're going to get to a little Ask the Bench brought to you by Ice Cold Dos Equis when we come back here to wrap it up.
Off the bench.
Go to centralplumbing.org. Central. That's in central Louisiana? Yeah, it is.
Probably only there, right?
That's the only place they probably service, right?
Yeah, it's probably.
Oh, no, it's not? The entire greater Baton Rouge area? Oh, that's cool. That's a pretty big area.
That's probably it, though, right?
That's probably
Stops there.
Oh, wait. All the way across the basin in Lafayette now, too?
What? Shut up.
Shut the front door.
One plumbing
But
company?
actually let them in, then shut the front door because they're going to help you out with your plumbing issues. If you have an emergency, if you're looking to upgrade by, maybe a new vanity, maybe a new tile, a little facelift, if you will, they're going to be able to do that as well. And yeah, that's right. Lafayette, greater Baton Rouge area, we are talking to you now. Central Plumbing is going to be your plumbing one-stop shop. Go to centralplumbing.org.
Yeah, as always, in Baton Rouge, call them at 225-500-0774. But now in Lafayette, 337-202-5230. And that's for 24/7 emergency service, 365, centralplumbing.org.
Never made it as a wise man.
Tigers turn talkers. This is Off the Bench.
Tired of living like a blind man. I'm sick aside without a sense of feeling, and this is how you remind me. This is how you remind me of what I really am. This is how you remind me of what I really am. It's not like you to say sorry. I was waiting on a different story. This time I'm mistaken for handing you a heart worth breaking.
All right, welcome back here off the bench. We're going to close out the show here with a little Ask the Bench in the chat. And I was checking out the chat, and I saw a really, really good one to get it started.
Okay.
Hashtag Ask the Bench. Nintendo 64 was released 30 years ago on this past Tuesday.
That's alarming.
Whoa. Yeah, it made me feel old. But favorite Nintendo 64 game if you had the console?
I just remember I always played Legend of Zelda.
Legend of Zelda?
Like Legend of Zelda
They come out
was
with a new one, too.
I saw that.
Is it N64?
Nintendo
Yeah.
64. 30 years ago it released from this past Tuesday.
GoldenEye.
GoldenEye is
Incredible.
GoldenEye's
Wave Runner.
Wave Runner 64.
Wave
And then like your basic Super Mario World.
Super Mario was like the first game that you could actually travel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we played
You could
Mario
go to where
Party.
you wanted to go.
Yeah.
Right.
Mario Party with like Mario and the whole
Yep.
gang. Yeah.
Yeah, nobody's ever wanted a stand-up jet ski more than kids in the 90s.
Yeah.
You did the twirl and then,
You could handstand on the
Oh, it's-
I
handlebars.
remember-
hey, you're trying to race. It's like, no, I'm trying to tricks.
I remember Zelda, and I very, very vaguely remember like a NASCAR game that my
I
dad
had a
maybe
NASCAR
had,
game.
and like my dad would play it with us.
Rusty
that kind of
Wallace,
thing.
hell yeah.
Oh, my dad was #1 Rusty Wallace fan.
I don't know if I agree.
Avo, I disagreed that the
don't.
N64 controller was the worst because
I don't agree
see
with
these
that.
hands? It was perfect. for
Yeah.
me.
So like,
Huge.
if you have large hands, the PlayStation controllers are like way small.
Yeah.
Like the PlayStation controllers feel very small
they're
in
very
my hands.
slim.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like
the
old,
Xbox ones are good.
the old Xbox, the original, were
Yeah.
fat boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, the big. It had like the giant green button
They
in
were
the middle.
built like a fullback.
They kind of were.
Don't like a fullback.
They were.
I think we've already answered this one, or was that a commercial?
What?
Hashtag Ask the Bench. Flats or drumettes?
Flats. We answered that one in the last segment.
Okay, yeah, flats.
Uh,
That question was brought to you by
Spicy
Dos
lemon
Equis.
pepper wing. Yeah. Ooh, a Dos Equis with a spicy
Equis.
lemon pepper wet wing.
That's how I like to do my wings. Like I'll marinate them with classic Italian, Italian dressing. The cheapest one you
chunky
can
blue
get.
cheese.
The cheapest one you can get at
They're
Rouse's.
all good.
And then you just let it sit there for a while. Then you
speaks
put lemon pepper on it.
Third best Italian.
Now you want
I don't
those-
speak Italian.
You want to finish it off with a little buffalo sauce.
Bonjour.
Dominic De Coco.
We love you
All right,
guys.
that's going to do it for us today.
Go
We love Dos
USA.
Equis. We love
USA.
America. USA
USA.
tonight. Let's go USA.
USA.
Off the bench.
Go USA.
Oh yeah.
And also
All
go
the
to
way.
Bayou Automotive. BayouAutomotive.com is the website. Black Widow package. It's not just in the Jeep. It is also in an F-150. How do I know that? Well, guess what? I'm driving. Black Widow F-150. It's awesome. It's
You feel like
incredible.
you feel like a baller right now, don't you?
Shot caller.
Can't tell you nothing
20-inch blades on the Black Widow.
on the Black Widow Ford.
Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, a little bit of everything down there in Laplace, Louisiana. But look, you don't have to drive down to Laplace, Louisiana. You can do it all online at BayouAutomotive.com. That's right. You can buy your vehicle. They'll drive your vehicle to you. And when you need maintenance for your vehicle, they'll pick it up, give you a loaner, and bring your vehicle back. What? BayouAutomotive.com.
But is that like a thing they only do for like special people? Like
No.
no, because they got 9 full-time drivers on staff, and that's what they do. They drive your vehicle, your brand new vehicle that you bought from the comfort of your own home, right there, BayouAutomotive.com.